There's a lot of different viewpoints on what skills of the future need to look like, how a student looks at it, because we're essentially looking at this dark future ahead of us going, is automation or globalization going to take away the potential for us?
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us for our event here, which is The Economist Presents The Future of Work. Are you ready? Over the next 2 to 3 decades, around 47% of jobs might become susceptible to automation. It's fascinating to talk about how universities are preparing students today and whether they're doing enough.
University education is not without its faults. However, in this speech, I will affirm that its success justifies its sustainability.
Despite half a century of exponential technological change, most universities remain resolutely unchanged in their learning practices.
In a way, it is up to me what skills I'm going to acquire. Unlike 20 years ago or 50 years ago, when I could ask somebody for a very solid advice and I would get a very solid answer.
According to the US Department of Labor, 2/3 of children who attend primary school today will have jobs that aren't invented yet.
Students are really worried about technology taking their careers, and I think that is the opposite way of thinking about it. I think technology is an enabler, and what I would love students to take away from today is not being scared of what's happening right now, but embracing it and using it. And if they have a purpose, if they have a cause, if they have an idea, utilizing the tools at their disposal.
If you talk to any of the big players, what we're talking about is actually augmenting that human expertise, not trying to replace it. In terms of my experience of hiring, having a good degree, being able to then transition that into different roles is really, really important.
It's definitely given me confidence about university and my degree specifically, because arts and science is such an open degree, which is great, but the question of what am I going to do after university? And I think the panel of speakers really illustrated that.
What I took away from this event is that it's really important to kind of build on your skills, and that learning is always a continuous procedure, and if I follow that, I think I should be all right.
I think in the end, the thing that matters most is that you learn how to change and transform, and to do that you build diverse experiences and diverse networks.
I don't think ever 100% fully ready. This talk definitely helped. I'm hoping that in 2 years' time, once I'm closer to graduating, then I will feel more ready.
Everyone's saying it was just a really nice, balanced evening, flowed really well, and people have left with some really good thoughts and good questions.
One of the really interesting things from my perspective that I hadn't thought about was the ability for universities to innovate and change with technology and with the changing times, and I hope that they will be a catalyst for that, and they will, kind of lobby for that when they're talking to their universities.
I think it's really important for the Economist to be engaged in these issues for a few different reasons. On the one hand, we as journalists are in the business of trying to understand the forces that are shaping our world, to get a better sense of where technology, where geopolitics is heading, and then to be able to provide that to our readers who value that service. And events like these are one way that we're able to do that. We as journalists need to be engaged with people in academics and people in business, and also with young people who are just beginning their careers, in learning what their concerns are all about and learning what ideas they have about the future.